Hello and welcome back to my 30-day challenge of busy mom trying to build a snail mail in 30 days. Did I say in 30 days? Anyways, I'm sorry for my outfit. It's the oldest dress I've found in my closet. But in this heat wave, I don't really care what I'm wearing as long as I am not crazy hot, which I am anyway, because once again we are having contact nap. In any case, I've just wanted to show you what I've done so far. Yesterday I didn't record much. I was way too busy with life happening. It was too hot and the family we just wanted to have some family time. So, but during one nap, I managed to do part of the automation of the wait list of the freebie. Well, I would like to show you my web page now, specifically the waitlist portion, and I am open to your comments, to your suggestions, and just help me. All right, this is all that's the reason why I'm sharing, not only to make myself accountable, to actually push through finally, but also to get real-time feedback. So this is my waitlist landing page. You can see I have it kind of like in a blog format. My snail mail is called Art of Becoming, and it's a year-long journey to healing. As I mentioned before, I have 10 pieces series of artworks, and but I'm trying to make this a year-long journey. I will still see whether I will make it 12 months, like a volume 1, or it will be strictly 10 months because of the 10 months, or because of 10 paintings in the series. I have many more paintings. I have another series, which the first one, that's Empowering series, and it contains only 2 paintings. Then I have a Courage series that contains 10 pieces. So I was thinking to include also the Empowering series as the last 2 months, but I will see how this artwork looks as a print, because it has quite visible 3D structure. And then I have more. I'm currently working on another 4-piece series. In any case, here for now it's a year-long journey. I will still see whether I will make it here or not. Join the waitlist at the very top. You will, if you want to, you will insert your email address, sign up. That's it. I don't need any more information. And here is more information about what it's about the whole series, why I'm doing this, who is it for. So I'm doing it because I have had my own experience with abuse in many forms in the past, and as I was healing, as I was going through a therapy, and I don't know where you are, whether you are, God forbid, you are in the situation, you know what it is to be abused, then you know exactly that when the abuse is happening, you are not realizing what is actually happening. You kind of like a shutdown to protect yourself, and you don't let yourself to feel the emotions properly. You don't really understand what's happening around you and inside of you. And if you are already outside of that relationship, or if you are already outside of the relationship, you know that maybe year, maybe 2, maybe 3 years after you freed yourself from that situation, and after a bit of therapy and self-awareness, everything will be slowly coming back to you. All the memories that your mind tried to push out, they will crawl back, and you will feel everything again. You will feel the pain, but you will understand why it hurts. You will remember how gaslighted you were, how manipulated you were, and you will finally be able to point to specific situations and assign them to specific feelings, emotions, stages of abuse, stages of a toxic relationship, whatever you want to call it. Everything that happened to you, it will come back in time for you to finally feel it, for you to process it, for you to heal from it. And as I was going through this stage of realizing, processing, and healing, I came up with this idea to put down everything that I was feeling, just naming the emotion or the stage or the feeling. One of them is strength, one of them is delusion, one of them is power, another one is endurance, and so on. So I just put down 10 one-word feelings, emotions, and I would then assign to each word one visual that was for me that would represent that feeling or stage. And at the end, I would put them in the order, like first it was like chaotic, like here delusion, then power, then enough or stop, and then strength, and then again endurance, and then again something from later. So first it was kind of like in chaotic order, just for me to, put down each emotion that I was processing at that time. And then in the later stage, once I've had the emotions, the words, the key words, and I also had the visual in my head, then I would take these 10 words and put them in order as the relationship, as the typical toxic relationship flows or goes. It starts from the love bombing to slowly starting to manipulate you, to gaslighting you, to you being completely delusional, then you being too compassionate for the abuser because they are not doing, you don't know, you believe that they are not doing the harm to you because they want to, but because they themselves had some kind of abuse in the past, or they didn't have loving parents, or they had whatever trauma they had in the past, or then you will be making excuses. They're busy, they have too much on their plate at work, that's why they are explosive. So you would start making excuses for them. Then you will slowly start understanding that the behavior that is happening is not your fault, your doing, and not your responsibility to heal them. Then hopefully you will be able to free yourself. And freeing yourself can come in many ways. It can come in like just leaving, physically leaving the space you share with the abuser. And it doesn't matter if it's a partner, if it's a parent, if it's a boss. You can be abused emotionally, physically, financially, verbally, digitally. You can experience post-separation abuse, and you can be abused by many people in your life. It can be your partner. Sometimes it may even be your child having some kind of issues. Maybe. I believe it is possible. It can be your parents, it can be your siblings, it can be your any other family member, it can be your boss, it can be your friend. You can have toxic friendships. It doesn't have to be always romantic relationship. I was saying that you can physically leave the situation and the place where you are being abused. That's one kind of freeing yourself. Or you can even stay in that relationship if that's what you choose, if that's the only way you can imagine living. Not everyone has the means to leave either right away or ever. But there are still ways how to deal with abuse if you are staying in that relationship or in the workplace. There are still tools that you can implement to protect yourself. I know some of them because I've learned a lot during my healing journey, but I am no expert, and I wouldn't like to give any advice when it comes to protecting yourself while staying in the relationship, because I've read few things, I've learned few things, but I've never experienced this part, and I've never mastered this part. My freeing, my healing became after I left the relationship. I wasn't able to, and I didn't even try to protect myself while staying in the relationship. So I really have no experience on this front. But I know it's possible. I know it can happen. I know Dr. Ramani, who's a really great expert on this topic. She talks also about how to protect yourself while staying in the relationship. So I know it's possible. In any case, this 10-piece series of mine goes from beginning meeting the person to healing yourself and reclaiming your own power and strength at the end. Because what narcissistic abuse does to you is that it completely destroys you from inside. It would break you. And imagine if you have a puzzle and you would just lift the whole finished puzzle piece and you would just let it fall on the floor. Every piece would just detach from the final painting or the final picture or final piece, and it would just run across the room in different corners. That's what I would call or how I can visually imagine what narcissistic abuse does to a person. It would completely fall you apart in 100 million pieces, and they would scatter all across the floor. And then if you want to heal yourself, you have to physically then you need to physically get on your feet, on your fours, and start picking up every single piece and putting it together. And once you put the puzzle together, it will never be like the original piece, because every single puzzle piece would have bended corners and stuff. So even if you manage to make the whole piece again, you will see that it was destroyed before. You will see the cracks, you will see the bended corners. But it is still new, full piece. It might be even more beautiful. It will be marked by life experience. It will be kind of different, more aware of surroundings and more aware of yourself once you rebuild yourself. And the last pieces are about the strength that you find within yourself finally, once again. And about the, not only the strength, but the, I don't even know how to call it. I don't even know how to call it in English or even in my own language. It's just when you finally feel like when you feel indifferent to the abuser and to the rest of the world as well, when you just, like, you're not carefree anymore, you're very aware of what's happening around you, but you don't give a shit about what other people think about you, and you feel confident, you feel strong, you feel, again, kind of like your old self, but stronger, different. I can't really put this feeling in words. I can't. That's why I made the artwork, to help me put a visual name to that feeling, because I've named those two pieces at the end. One is power, one is strength, and then there will be third, confidence. So these three feelings, but it's not really power, it's not really confidence, it's not really strength, it's something more, it's something different, it's something more profound. And I've made three paintings that would rather better explain the feeling visually, because I cannot explain it verbally, evidently. In any case, I need to start recording again because my computer is falling asleep all the time. I'm talking too much. In any case, I'm talking over here on the about the journey and everything, and basically I'm saying that I'm sharing my story, and at the end you will find what's included. It's a combination of digital and physical artwork and stories. What I'm saying is, each month you will receive 13 by 13 centimeters art print, together with heart-branding story straight into your mailbox. The story we've written in the past vlogs. For month 0, which is a freebie, it's 8 pages, so it's really, like, it's quite a read. It's not like one A4 just gapping. It's always, it's profound, it's long, it's not boring, it's emotional. It might be, some parts of it might be triggering, and some parts might be or will be empowering. So it's for me, it's emotionally difficult to write those stories, because I have to, relive some parts, even though I am healed. I would call myself that I am on the other side of the bridge finally. But even if you are on the other side of the bridge, you still have the experience, you still have the emotion. And when you are thinking about what happened to you, the emotion comes back. I do cry when I write those stories. Not that it hurts me anymore. That person who was doing this stuff to me does not hold any power over me anymore. He does not. But knowing what happened to me and talking about it or writing it, it still brings the emotion, it still brings the pain, it hurts. So it's difficult for me to write. But I want to share it. I want to write it for other people, because I believe that my story can bring you a comfort of knowing that if you are in the same situation, you are not alone. If you are on your journey to healing, there is always the last part of the story is always how I'm doing right now, how I dealt with those emotions and those situations. So there is the, like, a happy ending or empowering part, or seeing the light at the end of the tunnel part. So that's the physical mail. Also, there will be some digital freebies. It might be wallpaper from time to time. It might be physical bookmark. It might be extra story only in digital format. So I will see. For sure, you will always receive a story and the print, and there will be some special gifts, either physical or digital. And then there is at the end, there is again the sign up for waitlist. And if you sign up, if you give me your email, I will send you probably, right? During the yesterday's vlog, I've asked you a question whether you want receive an email or straight like open a new tab with the freebies, because once you sign up for my waitlist, you will get a freebie of in a form of free wallpaper on the phone, and I will sorry, this beautiful wallpaper together with the first story, which is 8 pages. In any case, you enter your email address here, you sign up, and then probably you will receive the email, and in the email you will have like, oh, thank you for signing up for this waitlist. I will definitely let you know once the snail mail is available. You will be first to know to receive any updates, and etc, etc. And there will be a link for your freebies, and this is, I created already the link that I want to show you. So this is what you will receive once you sign up for the waitlist. It's again Art of Becoming month 0, and here you can download the phone wallpaper and the story. This is the artwork that I created, and it's specifically important for me in this healing journey. And this was actually the first ever painting that had some narrative meaning behind it. Before I used to paint only kind of like decorative art, and this painting, first ever, it was for me, and it still hangs in my space. It doesn't hang, it's still in, after moving, it's just in my studio, but it will hang, and I will never ever sell this piece, ever. She's too hot. But I've made a wallpaper out of this artwork, and I wanted to share it with you. So here's a gentle note that I am not a counselor, but I would like us to share our stories and create a community to help each other if possible. Also, I'm thinking about creating some kind of like Discord space where we can build better community and share our stories together. For now, there's only my email, and I will see how that goes in the future. For now, just an email. And that's it. That's what I've done so far. Today I would like to work on the automation, because now I have the wallpaper created, I have the story created, I have the landing page, and I have the page where you will have those free downloads available. But I still need to create the automation that you will receive the email with the link. So that's what I want to do today.